Why is it a canary in a coal mine? I understand what the idiom means. As per this question, it means a person or creature unwittingly used as a test for danger, often destructively. I understand why coal mines, as depositories of ancient organic waste, they are particularly prone to methane and carbon monoxide buildup. But why a canary? They are technically exotic, native and, at least originally, endemic to the subtropical Canary Islands, which gave them their name. They were also renowned for their singing voice, as found out in this answer, and could presumably be quite expensive. So why would a mining company in Britain and/or America and/or any other English-speaking country use such an expensive and exotic bird as a glorified carbon monoxide detector whose sole purpose in life was to suffocate to death? Why wouldn't they use sparrows, or starlings, or some other small songbird native to the area? Are canaries just that easy to breed and keep? Are they super extra sensitive to poison gases and thus were the upscale model? Were all small, caged songbirds called canaries as a matter of course? Or did the modern idiom simply opt for alliteration over historical accuracy?
The metaphor is historically accurate. Actual caged canaries were historically brought into coal mines. The breeding of canaries in captivity in Europe started in the 17th century, and thus predates underground coal mining. By the time underground coal mining started, caged canaries were already available. Their smallness, and the smallness of the cages, and, as Guntram Blom points out, their constant singing, made their use as carbon monoxide and methane detectors effective, as well as practical. According to the Smithsonian Magazine, the mining tradition of using canaries in coal mines to detect carbon monoxide and other toxic gases dates back to 1911.
Male canaries will sing all the time when they're alone in the hope of their song attracting a female. In fact, the main reason for them being held in captivity is their incessant song. This makes them ideal for coal mines. You don't have to concentrate on them or watch them. You do your work, register the canary's song as a background noise, and as soon as the background noise stops, you know you're in trouble.
Canaries were not only used in coal mines. The old Normandy Park Steelworks in Scunthorpe had an aviary as late as the mid-20th century where they bred canaries for gas detection purposes. They were so good at breeding that they showed the best-looking birds, and probably the best singers, in competition with other breeders. A caged canary would be taken into an area where coal and other dangerous gases might be present. If there was a concentration of dangerous gas, the bird would pass out and fall off its perch but would usually recover quickly after it was removed from danger. Because they are quite easy to breed in captivity, canaries, although an introduced species, have been quite cheap to buy and keep in the UK. Before the introduction of canaries as pets, caged linnets were often kept for their song, but I believe that they were captured from the wild rather than bred. Interestingly, country people who couldn't afford parrots, which were and are expensive, would sometimes keep captured jays or jackdaws as pets for their mimic abilities.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.